What up, motherfuckers?
What's up, friendos?
Tomboy, what's shaking?
Just back from the dead.
Mm-hmm.
I was down with the sickness earlier this week. It fucking sucked.
Dude, same. Me too.
Yeah.
I had it earlier this week, yeah. Well, I guess we have this person sitting here.
Yeah.
That wants to tell us stuff. His name's Justin. Say hello.
Hola.
What's up, Justin?
He speaks Spanish.
Oh.
Only Spanish.
We're bilingual?
No, it's all he speaks is Spanish.
Okay.
So the whole show, hopefully you understand Spanish. Justin, what else do you know?
Muy bien.
Yeah, okay, see, yeah.
¿Dónde está?
Oh, Dios míos. That's all I know.
Gracias.
Justin, what's up, bud?
Oh, not much. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, of course, man. I'm actually really excited about this.
Me too. Yeah, it's some kind of shenanigans we can get into.
This is true. This is very true. Okay, well, let's get a few things out of the way here. We do have some texts.
Oh, all right.
We have all right. The first text here says, do you think if you're premature ejaculator that bad sex is the best sex? I'd rather have 25 pumps in a mid-range puss and at least pretend I might have pleased a woman than 6 pumps in a primo pocket followed by an apology.
I guess I would have to agree with that.
This is yeah. I would as well. Justin, thoughts?
I mean, I like primo.
So you're cool with just 6 pumps and an apology?
I don't apologize. Just
Got shit to do.
just nod and agree that you know that it's bad.
And I'll
If
see
you-
my way to the door.
Right. Yeah, and if you ever are feeling low and just need somebody, I'll be there.
If you're looking for someone that'll give you 6 pumps and not an apology, call me.
Call me.
I guess this person's right. I guess. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen.
I guess it depends on frequency.
Yeah.
Like, are you afraid shoot your shot, right?
Yeah. Like you're talking about
You're not
frequency,
gonna
like all in the same day, like multiple times in the same day.
Or I'm just saying, is it somebody you're going to continue to see, or just somebody that it's that bad they're never going to talk to you again? So,
Oh, yeah.
So you're not going to sleep with them because you're not going to sleep with them after the first time? Like, doesn't
Yeah.
make sense.
Well, I mean, you have sex with them, then you're really excited. You
I mean,
get 6 pumps in, then you're like, I'm sorry.
What are you going
I hope
to
you had
do?
fun.
Like, are you saving that one because you think you're going to get yourself up to 8 to 10 pumps and really blow them away?
If you're
next-
lucky. Listen, we've all been there, boys. There's times that I tell Jess, I'm like, you're welcome for those 30 seconds. This is the best 30 seconds you're about to have, baby girl.
You know
I've done it.
You know what they say, right?
What do they say?
3 inches of dick isn't a lot of dick.
But
3 inches of dick at 180 miles an hour, that's a lot of dick.
this is very true.
Living your life a quarter mile at a time.
I've lived my life by that motto.
It's like, what's it, Talladega Nights? You're not first, you're last. It's like, I live my life by that motto. He's like, what are you talking about? There's second, there's third, there's fourth. I was high when I said that.
Hell, even fifth.
Yeah. I live my life by that. Okay, so the second text here, this person says, hey guys, loved episode 86. I don't know what episode that was. Can I get the number for the guy who called in? Voice of an angel.
Episode
What do you think about this person?
Just saying, I've heard that episode, and he's right.
This is the car salesman. This is last week with Kevin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this person.
Not the car salesman.
Now the car.
No?
Sounded like a whore.
Then we must be talking about the guy that was
The other guy they called in.
the guy that oh, I see where we're going here.
Don Juan?
I see. I was gonna say you must be talking about the guy that called in. That was like the door guy for a strip club.
Yeah, the guy with
He's
the
the
trunk
one.
meat.
Yeah, he's the one with the voice of an angel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Northsider.
Yeah.
Northsider. That's it. Yeah. Okay, and then so we do have somebody here that asked, also apparently listening to the car salesman episode, and they asked, is it worth the extra money for extended warranties? or if the add-on is a bumper-to-bumper situation. So I did see this text. Kevin was unfortunately not able to make it on today because he's at work. So we did ask him the question. He did record an audio piece here, so I'm going to play that so you can have your question answered.
All right, Kevin, the dealership guy here. Which extended warranties would you suggest for most people? I would say a bumper-to-bumper and a powertrain warranty are good if you're buying a used vehicle that doesn't have a lot of coverage left, especially if you have a 5 or 6 year loan. You're going to want to make sure your investment is protected. When you're buying a new car, obviously there's factory coverage, so I don't think extended warranty is as important in that case. Unless if you drive a lot and you're worried about burning through the factory warranty before you have the vehicle paid for. Obviously, most people don't want to or can't afford a large shop bill. And then the next question was, are any of them useless or a ripoff? Well, some can be useless in some cases where, like, say you get gap coverage pushed on you when you don't need it. Gap coverage being if you wreck your vehicle and the insurance company says it's only worth $20,000 and say you owe $30,000. If you don't have gap insurance, you're stuck holding the bag of the difference to pay off the loan. So if people are in a good financial position in the car, like they only borrow half of what the car is worth because they have a big down payment or a good trade-in, you wouldn't necessarily need gap insurance. Rip-off.
Gap insurance, am I right?
There's some dealers out there that do these crazy
Gaper
electronic devices that you hook up to the vehicle
Gape
for
insurance?
rust protection. Again, my place doesn't do any of that stuff. So there are some that are, could be a rip-off to some people. Paint protection, I wouldn't say that that's, necessary for a lot of people. It doesn't actually, protect if you scratch your vehicle or dent it. It's, if, say acid rain or, salt wears away at your vehicle's finish, then, that warranty could kick in to help in some cases. I kind of think they're BS. Really, that's, all I can think of. Thanks for the questions, Tony and Tommy. Talk to you guys soon.
Where is this guy living that it's raining acid?
Where does he live again?
PA.
PA.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
So
I've been there.
there you go.
You missed this acid rain month.
What's that?
You missed the acid rain that when you're there.
Well, yeah, most of the acid I saw was on the streets, but
Well, there you go. The person that texted in some pretty exciting stuff.
Thanks, Kevin.
yeah, no, absolutely. That's I've had some experience with that, and God, dude, they push that stuff so hard. And you're talking, for a new vehicle, a couple $1,000, $2,000-3,000 for some of these warranties. And I remember I had an issue with, I think it was through Ford, where they not only did I spend a couple grand on an extended warranty, but when I showed up, they went, yeah, no, that's not covered.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, oh God, I wanted to kill that guy. I wanted to kill him, and I told him.
Yeah.
I said,
I want to kill you.
I want to choke you so bad. So,
last couple things here. We had somebody also comment on the episode, said it was a great episode, was super interesting. Thanks for commenting in. And then we have another message. Last thing here is also from the boys from Sublime Podcast.
Oh, yeah.
They also listened to it. They loved because we gave them a shout out. So they were saying like that was awesome. Thank you.
Sweet.
And they said that this episode, I think that's going to be airing this week, that they're going to tell us about the tuna spaghetti.
Okay.
So can't wait to tune in.
Got to tune into that one.
Yeah. So guys, go back and check them out on Spotify and all the medias. Ineffable Sublime. Other than that, all right, boys, let's get into the episode.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for texting in, guys.
Appreciate
And
it.
whatnots. Let's move forward.
Yeah.
So the other day, I don't know if you boys do this, but when you're taking a shower, do you guys ever, like, after you're done kind of washing, you kind of, like, fold your arms across and you're under the water and then water kind of builds up like in like a little bowl or bucket in your arms, and then it fills up really like all the way, and then you let your arms go, and the water just collapses on the floor? No,
No.
that's just me. You guys don't do that?
I think you brought this up on a previous podcast. Too.
I thought so. I
Yeah.
thought I wasn't sure, but
What's the?
so here's like
Is it just
what?
you like splashing water, or
Well, like after you're done washing yourself, you're like, I kind of just want to hang out here in the water a little bit longer. It's nice and warm and toasty, and so I'll sit there and I'll cross my arms like this, okay? And when I'm under the water's pouring down, and this area right here just starts filling up. So it's like almost like a bowl or like a
Right.
bucket of water, and then I just let my arms go, and the water just goes whoosh, like on the floor.
how many times do you do this?
At least 3 or 4,
So it's a game to you.
kinda. After I do the first one,
Do you see how much of it will hit your
yeah.
phallus on the way down?
yeah, that too. Nice little
I mean,
warm
it sound-
splash on the tip.
I mean, I get it.
I get it. I get it. He's
I'm
not only
also
Spanish, he's also British.
I'm almost British. Como está in British?
And Russia too.
I'm not sure what I am.
Yeah, you guys don't do that?
I mean, we all do weird things, but that's not that one particularly.
No,
Oh,
one, yeah.
I don't
Okay.
go, let's see how much water I can catch.
Okay. But you will then.
I'll sit in the shower for a long time if it's feeling good.
Yeah, absolutely.
let's get toasty
Okay.
and warm.
Well, listen, now the next time when you guys take a shower later today or tomorrow, whatever, do this. Same with you guys. Listeners, I know there's some of you out there that do this. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, do it. Do it. Do it. I thought that was
well,
something that I thought
I'm
like
gonna-
everybody
I feel
did.
Like I'm too competitive for this. Really, I'm gonna have to record it and be like, I got so much more water than you. My man boobs hold so much more water.
Yes, actually do that, and then we can add that into like the next week's episode.
Yeah, no, I'll send it in.
Okay,
send it
perfect.
in.
Beautiful.
Lauren's, my wife's gonna be looking at me going, why are you taking an hour-long shower?
I hate to
She
be
thinks
Tony.
you're masturbating, but you're actually just trying to hold water in your arms.
Yeah. I'm too competitive.
It's even better if you guys.
I'm gonna get a bucket so I can see exactly how much I catch.
Measure it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at all this, and you're like marking a little line there. You're like, it's not enough. Got to do it again. Empty the bucket and do it again.
You can do better.
It'd be even funnier if you guys take a shower together and then you just do that. She's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, and I'll tell her just to lay down, and I'll just I'm gonna give you a bath.
Waterboard her?
Weird. Well, depends on how pissed off I am. Get on my nerves. You lay down and take boob water.
I've done it in front of Jess, and she's like, what is that? And I was like, I'm just catching water. And she's like, what do you mean? I was like, this is a guy thing. And she's like, I don't think people do that. And I was like, no, I'm pretty sure other guys do this.
Yeah, no.
And she's like,
No.
no, I don't think they do.
No.
But I bet. Listen, people that's listening right now, send us a fucking text, 440-363.
0121.
Nice. Send that shit in. I need to prove Justin here wrong that other dudes do this.
Help Tony
I'm
out.
curious.
Yeah, don't make me look
I'm
stupid.
curious to hear the other ways people are gathering water in the shower.
Well, the other way is that Boo says that he'll cup water in his hands, and then he puts it right by his butthole, and then he farts into it, so it just goes in his hands from his fart. So that's another way.
What the fuck are people doing in the shower?
Not
I'm-
masturbating.
Apparently, I'm not up on this. I don't even do that anymore.
You're so vanilla when you take a shower, dude.
I soap and suds and wash the hair, and then I'm in and out.
It's boring. You need to get kinkier, dude, when you shower.
Apparently, I'm not living my true life.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Do you pee in the shower?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Tomboy?
Every once in a while.
Whoa.
Not all the time.
Whoa.
If I
So
need
there's
to.
sometimes you don't pee in the shower?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? How are
Yeah.
you only
I
sometimes?
don't have
that pee-
roommates, dude. I hope they don't pee in the shower either.
It's weird if you don't pee in the shower.
Not in a shared living situation.
Oh yeah, when I lived with
You want to get warts.
Moldavort,
Yeah.
I pissed in the shower every single shower, and I bet you he probably did too.
Probably.
But he's such a baby. He's like, oh, he would probably be like, I don't do that, but he does.
Oh, I was told that it's to save water.
Yeah,
So-
see,
and, okay.
we're
so
staying green here, Tomboy.
all right, well.
I still do the pee thing. Like, I'm gonna hit that. like you're 8 years old. I'm like, oh yeah, hit it.
Like in the tub.
Oh yeah, or if you ever like pee down the drain, you're like trying to get it right in the
Oh,
hole
yeah.
perfectly.
Yeah.
Like
Me-
no spray, just
Yeah.
yeah. So I guess we all do weird shit in the shower.
Some more than others, apparently.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the text of the guy who shits in the shower and then shoves it down the drain.
That would probably also be Boo, if I had to guess. He's a big poop guy, so I would imagine he would probably also be shitting in the shower and just, what do they call it, waffle stomping it down the drain?
Yes.
Yeah. Does it look cool?
I don't know why it's always backed up.
All right, so since we're talking about showers, I thought that was something that I feel like things that like you do that other people like, they're like, oh, I wonder if other people do this. Since we're talking about showers, how about this then? Before you get into the shower and you're like, I have to go jump in the shower and I don't feel like it. But when you're actually in the shower and you're like, I don't want to get out. I love it in here. Do you boys do this also?
I never have a problem taking a shower. Like I'm like, all right, let's go.
You just get in the shower and just get out.
Well,
You're not-
I mean, no. I mean, like there's times I will like take a very long shower because I'm just like,
it
I don't
feels
want
good.
to. I don't want to get out. It's
That's
like,
exactly what I'm saying.
Or I take a morning shower and it wakes me up, it helps wake me up a little bit. But like,
Yeah.
I'm just too tired. I mean, I've taken naps in showers before.
See, that's
Shower
kinky.
naps. So actually, now that
Like it's like I got no sleep and the shower's not really helping. But I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
This doesn't feel that bad. Just put my arm up and. All right.
now that you say that, actually, I remember a guy told me, a buddy of mine, told me one time he was telling me his morning routine. I don't know why we started talking about it, but he told me that every morning he pulls a chair out. He has a shower chair, and he actually puts the chair in the shower, and then keeps all the lights off in the bathroom, completely dark.
I do that in the
Turns
mornings.
it on, sits in the chair, and takes a nap with the shower running down him for. He's like, I don't know. I go, how long's your morning routine? And he's just like a carpenter. I'm like, throw a hat on, throw a jacket on, a sweater, and get out the door. He's like, I don't know. I do about an hour nap in the shower in my
What
shower
the
chair.
fuck?
Yeah, an hour nap.
Hot water bill's gonna be outrageous,
Dude, for real.
I'm like, what? That's not a fucking nap place. Like, that's not
No.
one thing. You're like, hey, I'm gonna go jump in the shower and take a nap.
Also, who's just using a chair to nap, just sitting up?
He specifically told me he had a shower chair.
Yeah, like those chairs that look like when you're like for like old people.
No, a full back, like got the back on it.
Oh,
not a
really?
stool, like sits in the chair. Yeah, and just lets it cascade down him. And
This guy
takes
isn't
a nice-
married, right?
Oh, he is. Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
And
he
she's
is.
okay with this?
I think there's worse things, so she lets this go. But
So he's allowed to have a
gets a-
nap in the shower, but he's not allowed to like be drinking down like a 30 rack, listening to Creed in the garage.
yeah, that's
That's a no-no.
No Creed,
Kind of
unless
low
he's
are
in
we
the
living
shower.
in?
Unless he's in the shower.
Yeah, it's okay in the shower.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But that's
Interesting.
and that's another good one. And I've heard this. I've never done it. I've heard apparently it's fairly common, but shower beer.
Oh yeah,
People will
I do
literally
shower beers.
I mean, literally go to their fridge, pull a couple, 2-3 beers out, put them in the shower, start the shower, and then go take a shower, and they're
Yeah.
chugging beers.
Do you boys do this at all?
No,
No. Oh
I'm
my.
not usually showering in the middle of like drinking,
Okay.
I just
or
again,
even when I start
just-
drinking. It's usually like
I was
morning
taught,
and I'm leaving somewhere else.
Yeah.
I was taught just to shower.
You're an adult, man. Live your life.
I didn't look at it. Go look at all of the room in here for activities.
Yeah, yeah. Like St. Patty's Day, every St. Patty's Day, I grab a fucking beer and I open it up, have a swig, get in the shower, and I put on like a fucking Irish playing like music playlist, and I take a shower and drink beers in there.
Well, okay, St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah,
Right.
but every once in a blue
kegging
moon,
eggs and drinking off the rip.
every
and-
once in a while, I'll still do this. Like on like a Friday, I'm like fucking done with work for the week. Let's fucking go. I'm ready to party. I get home, grab a beer, jump in the shower. Same deal.
It's funny because I think it was that same guy. He told me this. He's like, oh, I always take 2 or 3 beers into the shower. He's like, the warm
I only
water.
take one.
Oh well, step your game up. But yeah, he's like, well, you get so warm. He's like, you get drunk faster, get a nice buzz. It's like, That's not a shower game. That's alcoholism.
You're winning alcoholism.
Yeah.
I
Top
do it better
score,
than
baby.
everybody else, guys. Come on.
He's real competitive. Yeah.
Right. He's catching water and he's fucking down in beers.
Mm-hmm. All right, how about you? Give me something like, what's something that you do that you probably like didn't realize that probably other people also do?
I mean, I got one that I feel is probably pretty common. Probably more so nowadays, but I guess it would fall along the lines of like OCD-ish.
Okay.
So
Go on.
there's one thing that I've broken myself, but it got really bad. It was counting everything. So like everything that I would do.
Give
Like,
me an example.
So if I'm brushing my teeth, counting the strokes on me brushing my teeth.
Really?
Yeah, to the point where, and it had to be, I had to end on a specific number. Like it couldn't be certain numbers. Sometimes in my head it can't be an even number. Sometimes it can't be an odd number.
You change it up.
Oh yeah, it was very, very weird, and it really started, I think, with this very stressful time in my life. But it got to the point where I would do it so consistently that it just started becoming habit, and I was like, okay, you got to stop doing this, because like I turned to do something. I'm sure anybody who's got very strict OCD, and I had a buddy that was very OCD growing up. But yeah, I've been able to break myself of it, but it was anything. Like I'd be working on the house, putting a nail in something, and I go, well, can't end on 5, so there's 6. And I started going, do you know how much fucking time you're losing? Just trying to do.
Did you count how many seconds you were losing?
Oh God! Don't put that in my head. I've lost 488 seconds since I've been here. But yeah, I mean, and it was everything, anything and everything.
Give me another example.
Of this counting.
Yeah.
You
have my attention.
Oh God. Again, because I've tried to break myself of it. The volume, and I think this one's probably more common, but like the volume setting in your car,
Okay.
like couldn't be on an even number.
Yeah.
Had to be an odd number.
I know people
I
that
had
do that.
fights with that
and
for
it's
years.
so funny because other guys, and I started to notice too. I'd put it on. We've got a buddy, an acquaintance that
I already know exactly who you're talking about.
I put it on that odd number, and then I would see him hands slowly go over and go click.
Yeah.
And you put it on. I'm like, God damn it, I can't
You're
drive.
battling
like this.
OCD like
Yeah.
Battling
both of them.
OCD.
Yeah, dude. I know
It's gotta be odd. It's
exactly.
gotta be even. What the fuck?
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about because I've definitely been with him when things like that he's like, no.
It's so funny too because he's an evens guy.
Yeah.
Everything's got to be even.
Yeah.
And
It's been like that our entire
I was
lives.
always kind of on the odds and did that, and we were battling OCD, and he's like, I can't believe you're an odds guy. like that. We can't be friends anymore.
Yeah. We have to be even, dude. Have to be even.
You're not even. You're not with me. Yeah. So just weird shit like that. Like I said, there was one that was like I can't remember exactly what it was. It's been like a good 2 years since I really was caught up in it, but yeah. So that's one of my kind of odd things that I would do.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was like. I mean, I bet you there's probably other people that are also doing the same thing. I
I'd
think.
say that was one of mine. Was,
Oh yeah, you were just
was
saying.
odd
That,
and even. Yeah, I had to give it odd on the volume, and it was like a fight with my one buddy all the time. Like,
so
hey,
you're also an odd boy.
I'm an odd boy.
Look at you
Yeah,
guys.
boy.
A couple of odd boys.
That's my
here. That's hilarious. What about
So I will be dropping 5 man booby waters in
the shower?
Not 6.
Yeah. Oh, Yep. There you go. What if this episode, the seconds that it ends on, is on an even number?
It doesn't matter. I said I try not to focus on it. I've pushed myself to play with the evens a little more. So, but yeah.
Well, don't worry. This is an episode. It's an odd episode number.
Is it? What is
Yeah.
this? 87?
Oh no, wait, that's good.
Oh yeah.
Woohoo! If it would have been 86, I would have called off.
Well, you called in on that one, so.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's true. You did call on an episode 86.
I still can't split like pillars and stuff or trees. Like if you're walking with a buddy, you're walking with your wife or
Like,
whatever.
yeah, like walking around like a post or the signs.
The worst place to be for me is walking in the entrance of a Walmart because they have like 6 pillars in front of the doors.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, you better go between these two. Like, please, oh my, to the point where it still bothers me enough to where if somebody walks next to me and we were to walk past them, I will turn around and go around it to go the same way they went. It's yeah.
That rules.
Hopefully you'll never have to witness that.
I
that's
cannot wait
the
to start
only
looking out
You
for things like
motherfucker,
that.
should've
I
never
can't
said it.
wait to look out for things
You're
like this
gonna
now.
be purposely walking backwards to make it.
I might.
We're gonna be walking in circles for hours, buddy, because I do not give up.
It's okay. We can have our entire hangout. This will just be that.
I'll stay out here, guys.
Okay.
Oh, again, there's 5 of us. I'm fucked.
Yeah. What about, speaking of being in the car and like being at like Walmart, let's just use that for an example. Are you the kind of people that has to get like a close parking spot, or will you park further back and just walk the lot just so you don't have to stress yourself out about trying to find a spot and that's closer to the door?
I'll usually do one pass. You look for that rock star parking, but if it's not there, I don't care anymore. And I trick myself.
Anymore.
I trick I used to be like that, right? And you fucking race around the lot and get pissed at people. You're like, you motherfucker, I was going there, and you should have known. But no, I'll park at the back now.
Okay.
I'll be like, fat ass, you can walk.
Yeah.
Get a couple extra steps in.
That's fine.
I'm the back guy, but like today was like I was in rush, so I was like, all right, I'll try to move up closer. And then, of course, some idiot was trying to go the wrong way down
Of course.
cut through the parking lot, go through Spices, and then
Spices.
Muy bien.
We're bilingual in this episode. We talk about but yeah, he was like, just it was a one way. Like, there's no way for him to get like, what the fuck are you doing, man? I'm like, I should have just parked in the back. Like, we're at a
Yeah. Jess and I get into arguments all the time, but by arguments I mean that she's just yelling at me. I'm not actually saying anything back. But like, for example, there's a giant eagle over here by our house, and when you're in the parking lot, the right side when you're looking at it is the entrance. The left side is the exit doors only. It's only one way, right? So I purposely park on the left side of the parking lot, so when I come out of the store,
Your car's right there.
the car's right there.
Right.
That makes fucking sense to me. And I don't care if I'm 1, 3, 6, 12 spots down. I'm just on that side of the parking lot. The thing is the entrance to the parking lot is closer to the entrance door. So when we pull in the entrance, I'm driving past it and then going to that side of it, and Jess loses her fucking mind. Loses her mind. And she's like, why the fuck are you parking like all the way over here? I'm like, because the exit's right there. When we get out, we can get right to our car. She's like, just fucking park over here. So there's times where, out of spite, I go, fine, I'll park all the way the fuck back at the back of the lot. I go, let's walk. And we're going to fucking walk. And I've done it like at Costco too. Like, I'm like, fine. But like if she's driving, she'll just, as soon as you pull in the parking lot, she'll just fucking perk. Here we go. Perk. She'll
Muy
perk.
bien.
She'll perk, right there over on the one side of the parking lot there.
I feel like I started this whole, like, I think I gotta use an accent.
It's a bunch of simple jacks on this episode. But yeah, she'll park right there, and then we'll walk to the entrance. We'll go through, come out the exit, and then walk all the way across the parking lot. And I'm like, this doesn't make any sense to me.
You don't try to get the gentleman points and just drop her off at the entrance?
Oh,
and then go
I know.
park?
I've already tried that. I've tried that. She will not let me drop her off, even if it's raining. It could be fucking storming. I've tried dropping
Sometimes
off
it's not an option.
Yeah, at stores, in restaurants, on date nights, she won't fucking have it. She's like, what? Then I'm going to fucking stand there like a retard by myself waiting for you to park the car? Like, I'm not doing that.
Hard R.
Sorry.
That was a hard R.
Simple Jack. Yeah, she won't have that.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe that's like a certain age, right? And I know.
I think that's far gone now. Yeah.
Yeah. Or you know,
Some
like
people just won't wait.
70-year-old people dropping, you know,
Yeah.
the old lady at the front door. But
I was raised as a gentleman, so I
which
try to
that
do those
pisses me
things.
off too. When you're trying to find your spot and you have to go past the front, and they're just sitting right in the middle, and it takes them 8 minutes to get out of the car.
Oh yeah.
It's like, just fucking push her. Come on. Just, she'll roll. She'll
Yeah.
be fine.
Tom Boy, you got anything?
I mean, you kind of get used up a couple of ones I had with the car and everything.
Okay.
Like that, so.
No, that's okay. I'm just saying this is just things that you do that you're like, huh? I wonder if other people do these as well. And they probably do. Justin, you got anything else?
Well, since you're talking about cars, so I'm an outside sales guy. So I drive. So I do anywhere from like 30 to 40,000 miles a year is about what I travel. So I'm on the road every week. It's gotten a lot better, but I used to have some of the worst road rage. One thing that still really gets me is people that don't use a fucking blinker.
Oh
Like
yeah.
they're switching lanes or they're
That also,
turning.
yeah.
I mean, to where I've literally went onto a website to make signs that I could put in my windows or stick out the window if somebody goes by not using their blinker, and I could just say, your fucking blinker must be broken. I don't know why it gets me so bad. And it driving so much, I see so many, crazy, shitty drivers, the first rain of the year, the first snow of the year. God, after COVID, when people first started driving again, I swear everybody forgot how the fucking road worked.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
It's awful.
But-
I hate driving. If I ever get rich,
Yeah, even today, I'm driving here. It was like, I'm like, oh, it's a Saturday today. It's like not that big of a deal. And it's like, oh no, there's still all these idiots coming the wrong way out of parking lots, trying to cut into crap. I'm like, I've getting yelled at for being like old man driver, but like I am more cautious because I'm like, I know somebody's gonna be an idiot.
Mhm.
I'm just giving you the space to be the idiot so it doesn't cause an accident.
yeah. I fucking hate everyone on the road. Everyone drives like a fart. I hate them.
Yeah, my
And-
wife used to hate riding with me. 'Cause I'm a very aggressive
Me
driver.
too. I think
Like,
you have to be in Cleveland. And
I
Jess
can't-
doesn't like it either.
I can't do the
She hates it.
the laid back old man driving style. Like
No.
I'm usually doing 5 or 10 over. I'm usually on a schedule, and I'm usually running behind. I did show up late today.
Yeah, I was gonna say usually running behind.
So, which is
I would say 90.
I'm always
well,
ready.
it's
10.
it's funny because at work I'm early for everything, and then so going along the lines of kind of that OCD-ish, I almost exclusively, if it's not related to work, my whole mindset is fuck it, I do what I want when I want.
Mhm.
So I will be late to everything, but then I
You
go to
are
work-
late to everything.
Touche. But when it comes to work, I'm usually 15, 20 minutes. I mean, to the point where it's like I even get anxiety if I'm not early to everything.
Sure.
But
So
as soon as I walk out, I'm like, fuck you guys, I'll do whatever I want.
yeah, okay. So I get it. So this is kind of like that mindset. You're like, okay, I have to be on time or early for work every day. So like afterwards, you're like, I need to be able to control
The
something
freedom
here.
aspect of
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Or just not having to be, held to something like that.
Yeah.
It's I've always been very rebellious, and it's I'm going to do what I want. Even in my relationship with my wife, I told her very early on, if you want me to do something, tell me not to do the opposite,
Yeah.
because then I'm going to get it done. Because as soon as you tell me don't do that, and it's not even a conscious decision.
Don't you dare.
Show up on time.
No.
That's how you
That's
should have let
actually-
in. That's how you should have let in. You should.
I'm going to start doing that
You
now.
better not fucking show up here on
You
time.
better not fucking show up on Wednesday at 5:30.
Yeah. Don't you show up at fucking 5:31 or later. I'd have been 2 hours early.
I was going to say from her aspect, it's being like, don't you dare wash those dishes,
Oh yeah.
pussy.
Oh yeah. Or if she was like, I wash those dishes so much better than you, and I'd be like, oh, you are. You wait.
That rules.
Yeah. And
Does she know that she has that power?
She does, but she is in all aspects of her life. she is like the woman still carries a planner. I mean, she has everything planned out.
Yeah,
what she's
Jess
doing
is the same way.
every single day, from the time that she wakes up till the time she goes to bed. She knows exactly what she's doing, and she's got to be early for everything. So she is usually pulling her hair out when it's, especially it's a weekend. It's like, well, we got to go to my family's and we got to be there at 2. I'm like, cool. We'll show up around 3:30.
We're leaving at 3:30.
Right. Yeah. So she knows. So she'll do things like that. She'll lie and say, we got to be there at 11. And we show up at 1.
Oh, yeah.
I do that too.
I used to do that with my high school best friend. We held it race time because he was always like an hour. Oh, we just tell him it's an hour before. So he's like, dude, I'm so sorry I'm late. I'm like, it's okay. You just showed up on time.
Yeah, I do that to Travis all the time.
I would get in my truck and go around the fucking block. You did that to me.
Hold on, I just gotta grab something out of my car really quick.
I'll be back in an hour.
Yeah, I do that to Travis and Toomey. Same thing. We're like, oh, it's on Toomey time. It's on Travis time.
Yeah.
Travie time. And same thing. If we're having people over at like at 7 o'clock for like a dinner or like game night or whatever,
7, yeah.
I tell him like, yeah, everyone's coming
Dinner's
over at
at
5:30. Yeah. And then he'll show up at
but
quarter after
7.
6.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, perfect.
Yeah.
He's like, where is everybody? I'm like, oh, everyone's gonna get here at 7. Not 8:30. So perfect. You're the first one here.
Yeah, I naturally like the it not being structured, but because of work and my career, I obviously have to do it. So I think it just goes when I'm not at work, it's exaggerated. I got a lot of catching up
that
to
makes
do.
sense.
Yeah.
So
Speaking of like the planner, because I use my phone for all my scheduling and what have yous, calendar. This is something that just popped in my head. Do you guys ever get like the phantom vibrations, like a phantom text? You're like, someone just texted me. You play a pocket, like, oh, there's nothing there.
It's not even a notification yet.
Yeah, I get that shit all the time.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of I think for the last like 2 months, like I just put my phone on silent now. It's not even on vibrate anymore.
It's not even as
But I
bad
still feel like I get it.
since I got like a smartwatch.
Okay.
That it's like, okay, at least
Because then you can just look at your
But
watch.
occasionally that at work, because I work in hands a lot, it will go off and I'm like, oh no, it's just it hits the button and it's like, not doing the right thing.
Yeah.
But for the most part, yeah, it hasn't been a problem for me.
Mm.
So
Yeah,
that might be a
that's-
solution for you.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, no, I'm not a watch guy.
Okay.
If that's you're saying like, yeah, just get a watch. I'm not a watch guy.
Fair enough.
I tried. Like my mom got me a one of those like Samsung like smartwatches for Christmas, and I'm like, avocado. Thanks. Yeah. And I'm like, I will try this on, and I wore it for like one day, and I was like, I do not like this thing like hanging around my wrist, like bouncing around.
Put your pocket.
Keep a watch in my pocket?
Yeah.
The cell phone is the watch already. It's in my pocket.
But it's like I say, like you feel
Then I
the
have two
vibration.
things to look at for the vibrations?
Yeah.
get the old school chain so you have it like kind of
your pocket watch.
so next time you
In
see
my
your mom,
hoodie pocket?
Let me check the time, mother.
Oi, mother. It's 2:15.
In your monocle pocket.
Your what?
Monocle pocket.
Right.
Yeah. My monocle, and I got the
Pocket
chain
watch?
watch. Yeah. I kind of want a pocket watch.
Dude, well, now I think if you brought that out, that might pick up some steam.
I think
you
so.
know?
People
The
are like,
retro feel.
Yeah.
It's a smartwatch attached to it. So sponsor.
yeah. No one's even done this
Sponsored
yet.
by Tony's Pocket Watch.
Dude, a smart pocket watch?
Yeah.
Holy fuck,
'Cause
that shit would
you
sell,
see some
dude.
of these guys now. I don't know. I'm not out as much as I used to, but the hipster movement I think is still alive. And those guys, I mean, you see them. They're wearing some old school get-ups. Get them a little fucking smart pop.
That's
an Apple fucking old school watch.
pocket watch, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. And people are always wanting to fucking be different, and they got the new thing going before everybody else. This would hit huge.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna get done now. You
Yeah.
put it out
Well, yeah.
there.
Now it's out there in the fucking universe.
TM.
And, yeah. TM.
Copyright. It's all right. We will see you. Bye.
We'll
Patent
sue you.
pending.
Yeah. Well, you'll talk to our pizza bagel lawyers.
Yeah. So
I know a lot of Jews.
you said it before I did. I go, we know a couple of real good Jews.
Yeah.
They're the best.
Yep.
So going along the lines of the phantom vibrations, just having your stuff in your pocket, do you keep your phone in your pocket?
Yeah. If I'm like walking around, so my phone's in my back right pocket
So
all the time.
yeah, so that's kind of a thing.
Especially if
that's-
I'm not wearing like a jacket. If I'm wearing a jacket, it's cold like this. It's cold outside. I'll keep it in like my front left. But a hoodie, I won't because it's. Oh, I mean, if I'm wearing a zip up, those pockets are usually kind of too small. I'll still put it like in my back pocket. But yeah, like a pullover hoodie, like this big open pocket, I won't because I'm worried about like, oh, I dropped this and then I bend over, then it slips out of the pocket and like hits the ground and breaks my screen.
I can't have anything in my pockets.
In your jeans?
Yeah, anything.
You have nothing?
Nothing. Not a coin, not a card, not
Your
a phone.
wallet?
So my phone is now my wallet. So I only carry a credit card and my ID. So it just sticks in the back of it.
What? I didn't even know that was. Yeah, let me see that. I didn't know this was a fucking thing. Okay, so
Yeah.
what kind of phone is this?
So that's the Z Flip,
Okay, so this is a Z Flip,
Samsung. Yeah.
Samsung Z Flip. Okay,
Oh, okay.
so it's basically like essentially like a flip phone.
Yeah, it's like the old school flip phone. just
Yeah.
I
with
mean,
a
I've seen the cases
smartphone.
with the little pockets for
On the
like,
back.
credit cards and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
so that's why
I'm so worried about like it sliding out that that's why I never did it.
yeah.
Interesting.
I can't have any. It makes me so uncomfortable.
So
Like I'll put a pen in my pocket, and if I'm sitting here
I'm
while
the
we're
opposite.
talking, I'm going, I gotta get this fucking pen out of my pocket.
I'm the opposite.
Anything
if I,
touching me.
If
it
I
just-
have like empty pocket, I'm like, what is wrong? What am I missing? What I
Oh.
forgot? Yeah.
so
Like if I switch jeans, switch out jeans.
You're the guy that has like six pairs of cargo pants, and you're like, I fucking got everything in here.
so in my jeans, my front left pocket is always any sort of loose change. I usually keep pizza bagel stickers in there too.
Coins.
Yeah.
Play with those as a boy.
My right pocket is like a lighter or whatever, maybe guitar picks. My back left is essentially my wallet, and then the back right is always open, but I put my phone back there. And if I'm like walking around.
Dude, I would, yeah. I the whole time I would just be walking around. I probably would walk funny. So I'm like, it's touching me. I don't like it.
So this phone here, guys, when it's closed, there's like a little pocket here.
Little flip top.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
for
you
that.
could stick your cards and ID and whatnot's in here, huh?
Yeah, so you can only in that particular.
I didn't even know because I've seen people have like a little. Either they take the phone out of their case and they put their ID and card in there, and then they put the phone in the case. That's the thing. But I've never seen a phone that's actually like utilizing a fucking pocket for that
So-
purpose.
Yeah, this is the only thing that I guess makes me kind of cool to anybody, under the age of 30. Because every time I go to open it, I'm like at a cash register and I open it, pull it out, and they're like, "What is that?" I'm like, they're going, "That's a cool wallet," and then I flip it open and it's the phone, and they're like, "Holy shit!"
They've never seen flip phones before.
Yeah, I'm officially at that age where like a 20-something kid will go, "That's awesome."
I mean,
I'm
I
like,
don't think they were alive for flip phones, were they?
No, I mean flip
No.
phones. We were probably about 17.
my first phone was a flip phone.
I think the last flip.
So was
thing-
mine.
It
The
was
last
the
flip
tiny
thing I-
little ones. That,
Like the chode fucking flip
Yeah.
phones. Yeah, I my first cell phone I was 18 when I got one.
I remember the last thing that had anything in the flip was like the Sidekick, and that was like
Yeah.
2005.
Well, and that was
2006.
just the screen though.
Yeah.
That wasn't like an actual like because there was like the razors when we were growing up, and there was
Yeah.
like the chode ones.
I think
and
it had,
then
like,
they
the
just started-
chocolate,
Yeah.
The
box
chocolate,
slid-
yeah.
When they
Oh,
went
they slid
sideways,
up? Yeah,
the
yeah.
whole keyboard. That was like the
Yeah.
coolest thing in the world.
Yeah. But then they stopped doing that and just have the phones. They just have just like a regular
No, everything's
phone
a
now.
smartphone, yeah.
Yeah. And then so I have not seen. I mean, I've seen that were coming back out with new razors and other flip phones and whatnots, but like, and never seen one like this.
Yeah, like. the
Are you
whole-
worried if you lose that phone that your fucking ID and card are in there?
As long as it's not in my pocket, I don't care.
Okay, so it's summertime. Okay, you're wearing a t-shirt and shorts or jeans. Where's your phone?
In my hand,
You're carrying it the
Yes.
entire time.
or I.
You're going for a walk with your wife through the Metroplex.
Oh, then she's got to bring her purse because she's gonna carry my phone.
For real?
Oh yeah. It's
All right. What if you're walking the dog?
it stays at home. Yeah. You don't need to get a hold of me when I'm walking my dog.
What if
We're
you
gonna
get
fucking-
lost?
we're gonna t-
emergencies.
then I deserve to get lost. I live there. I should know how to get home.
Find us back home, boy. Smell.
Timmy, find Timmy.
Get us back to the
My dog doesn't speak English either, so she just.
Wait, now you say doesn't speak English. Do you mean like American English or like British English?
Oh, just
The Queen's English.
Queen's English. Yes. Yeah. If I tell her get us home, you got to get us home.
It's a metric system. He doesn't understand it.
How many kilometers to get us back home, boy?
I leave it at
Kilometers.
home. I leave it at home or leave it in my truck.
That fucking baffles me.
Well, I-
Tomboy, help me out here. What's a good
I'm
example
always,
that
if
we
I don't
can...
have my phone, I'm naked. You know, that's just like
Everybody is. But
Yeah.
help me get a fucking example here that for Justin that be like, you're just doing this.
get a fanny pack, dude.
Yeah. Get a fanny pack, dude.
it's gonna be touching me. I don't want it.
Go across the chest.
So
You look-
constricting. No, I don't like. I just don't like.
backpacks.
Yeah, I mean, the closest thing would be, which, that's why I love the wintertime here is because all my shit's in my jacket pockets. Like that's fine with me.
Fucking wild.
That's fine with me. But
That's wild.
yeah, I tried a pair of cargo pants. It's not for me.
It's not for anybody.
That's too many pockets.
No,
I don't like all those pockets.
right?
Too many options.
Wow, that is wild.
Yeah.
What's
so-
something else you got there? So you got anything else you want to throw at me?
What else? The weird stuff that I'm curious if other people do. So I'm, hey, I don't know how weird it is, but I'm a chapstick fiend,
I've seen you.
dude.
And all I have is
I
Goodbye
have the
Horses is in my
juiciest-
head every time I look at you put
The
chapstick on.
juiciest lips. The juiciest lips. They are always on point. Lip smacking. Like I probably have between my truck, my side table by my bed, and random places in my house, probably 10 to 15 tubes of chapstick.
Bro,
Always got to be within reach.
that's a lot.
Not in my pocket though.
No, obviously
put it in
not.
my pocket.
Do you have one on you right now?
It's in my truck.
Oh.
Actually, so in my truck I keep like the.
What if you needed? What if your lips are chapped right now?
I would stop and go to my truck.
But we're recording.
I'll be back in a minute.
Or 3 hours. Do you buy the ones that are like Dr. Pepper flavored
No.
or like
no.
strawberry
Still make
kiwi?
those?
I don't know. I don't use chapstick. Do I look to you?
I've got a great chapstick for you. You should try it. No, usually just whatever the standard waxy flavor. They're not
Just like
flavored.
Burt's-
You're not
Burt's
using
Bees?
them. Yeah, Burt's Bees is kind of go to. The Carmex, like a style of that. So it's got like it's like a little tub. It's
Mhm.
like your
Wait, are you
tub of
talking about the
chapstick.
little ball?
No, the little like it's got the cap on it. It's like the little cylinder.
Oh yeah. Okay, like
Yeah.
the little tin can kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Do you buy those balls where you like
the
unscrew it
EOs.
and
I know
what?
the brands, bud.
What's it called?
They're EO.
EO.
Yeah, EO.
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 And
EO.
so you just unscrew it and you have like that ball of
Oh yeah,
chap.
those are great. You know why?
And then you just
you know why they're great?
instead of the stick of chap, it's the ball of chap, and you just
Yeah.
rub that ball on your lips,
Oh yeah,
on your mouth. Yeah.
yeah. It's because you can cup your lips onto that.
Yeah.
Onto the
So
ball.
you get both lips done at the same time. You don't have to go around. It's one pass.
But I feel like if you go around, it makes you feel sexier.
Sometimes.
I mean, I'm doing it. I'm doing it to have nice lips. I'm not necessarily like I don't go out into public and like stare at people and put it on.
You should.
Stare him directly right in the eyes.
You should.
I mean, I'm not against it, but
You ever see those videos online where like there's like a guy that's pretending? So like there's a guy there and he's just staring at somebody, just like deep throating an ice cream essentially. And people are like, what the fuck? Like, why the fuck is this guy staring at me? And why is he being weird like this? And they go over there to start confronting him. And as soon as they get just close enough, he pulls out of his pocket one of those folded up blind sticks. And then he puts it down and starts walking around. They're like, fuck, he wasn't staring at me. He can't even fucking see me. And I'm like, dude, this is great. You should do this with chapstick. But like the ball one.
but have a blind man's.
You pretend to be blind. Yeah, you just stare at somebody, fucking putting the chapstick. You put the, like a Buffalo Bill style,
That's
and then just staring at somebody. And when they come over to be like, bro, what the fuck? You just pull out of your pocket those like folded up blind sticks, and then you start walking away, and then they're just like, oh, it's a fucking blind guy. I thought he was being weird with me.
I just want my lips to be moist. I don't know that I need to do all this.
Yeah.
But it'll be funny though.
I mean, great.
It's a video.
Great.
Yeah,
I'll,
prank video,
I'll watch
sure.
it. I'll watch it. You guys do it. I have plenty of chapstick for you to use, but I don't.
You'd let me use your chapstick?
I'm not that adventurous with my chapstick.
Well, you're no fun.
You know.
I mean, if I wore chapstick, I definitely would have fun with it.
Hey, I'll hook you up. I'll leave a
Do you
couple.
want
a
the Dr.
couple of
Pepper
tubes
version?
Yeah.
The
Oh, yes.
Smacker version?
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Ooh,
Do they
smackers.
still make those?
I don't think so.
I'm sure you
Justin?
can find them. I'm sure you can find them. I mean, the ones I get are just generally mint or whatever. But
If I got you like a 5-pack of like Dr. Pepper and like Fanta,
See, I'm specific about my like the quality.
so you won't
of the
even.
chapstick.
So you're gonna
Like, let's
you're
say,
gonna
like,
like
the Burt's
avocado
Bees.
thanks me.
Well, they have all the soda flavors.
That's what I remember.
Target, yeah.
Target.
They have Fanta.
That's what I just said.
Fanta.
Yeah, as I said, Dr. Pepper, Fanta. I'm trying to remember what other pops they had there.
Coke.
Sprite.
Cherry Coke. Vanilla Coke. Sprite. Root
Yeah,
beer.
I remember these.
Orange Fanta. Grape Fanta.
Mm-hmm.
Cherry Fanta.
I think so. Yeah. My mom worked for when I was a kid. My mom worked for Bonnie Bell. Is that who made those? They made like those chapsticks
Oh
when
yeah.
we were growing up, and she would bring home a fucking giant box full of like chapstick, lip gloss, like all these things, and just let all the neighborhood girls would come over and essentially like trick or treat, just grabbing handfuls of shit out of this box.
Was that good for you?
I mean, I
Exposure?
fingered
Get all
one
the-
of them
Oh,
when I was
Jesus.
13.
You want
But
some
I got-
chapstick?
Hey, you want to come over and get some
So
chapstick?
did you use the chapstick
No, I didn't
like
to.
a
She
finger
was-
lubricant?
I rubbed the chapstick
Tony,
on my
that's not
fingers.
what that's for.
I'd rub it on my
I
fingers.
don't want her to get chapped, mother.
Yeah, I didn't want her lips to get chapped. Mother,
Mother.
didn't want her lips to get chapped there, mother. Okay. How do you guys feel about playing a game?
I got a couple more of these things.
Oh, okay.
please,
Throw it at me.
please.
Yeah. We still have some time. Shoot it.
What about like racing and trying to beat things like in like your everyday life at home?
Like, are you trying to beat? If you have like a GPS on, it says you can get there in 18 minutes. You're like, I'm gonna do it in 15. You mean like that?
Yeah, that's a good example.
I do that sometimes.
I'm just like even like at home, it it pisses my wife off all the time. But I think it's because I think I'm really good at multitasking, but I'm very apparently not.
Says her.
So we've got like a little, specific water like filtration thing that sits at the sink, and so I'll always every time, and I have to fight myself not to do it. I'll set the cup down, I'll hit start, and then I'll go, I bet you I could do 2 or 3 things before this fills, and I'll run away. Like, I'm going to go grab some vitamins. I'm going to go start my truck. I'm going to do this. And then almost every time I come back to it overflowing. And my wife is like, will you just fucking stop?
You don't have
What
to
are you-
do this.
You're apparently not good at whatever game you're playing, so let's not play it anymore. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't think I'll get it down.
Next time, babe.
Yeah. No,
Next
it's so I do that all the time. Or I think we talked about this not too long ago, but like stopping the microwave and doing all that stuff. Like,
I was just thinking. I was like, yeah. Do you edge your microwave?
so I don't have a microwave, but I do have an air fryer. But I'll do the same thing.
Same deal.
Like I'll set it. Well, there's 2 things I do. One, I don't set it, and I'll be like, you know what? I'll instinctively know when it's done, and I'll come back for it. And then come back and it's just smoking. And Lauren's like, just set the damn timer. I'm like, no, I'm
It's
getting
either
better at this.
self-frozen
let me put another meal in there. I'll do it one more time.
Yeah.
This time it'll work.
It is funny. Every once in a blue moon, I'll edge the microwave, just out of fun.
It just the beep. Like even when we had a microwave, the beep is just always annoying.
So that's also a good point too. Is that like if like let's say like Jess is like napping on the couch, and I like want to like heat up something like a burrito or whatever the fuck, I'll do the same thing. I'll stop it at 1, so that way the beep doesn't go off to wake her up. Sorry, I was like trying to get around that. Yeah, I edge my microwave. Tomboy?
Yeah, sometimes I don't know. Not really.
There's nothing like you like.
No, because usually I'm
Almost
multitasking like you're
gameish.
doing it. Like you said, I'm usually multitasking.
Oh, so you're doing a lot of things.
a lot of
really
things at once.
shittily, like
Yes,
I do.
yes, definitely. Like I have burnt food because I'm shittily fucking. I'm like, I got plenty of time down those eggs. Like I'll just go do some dishes real quick, and then I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Until I start smelling it burning. I'm like, oh yeah, all right.
yeah. There's a few things I do like that through the house, and it usually ends in me having to clean things up. What about? So this is one that. So I specifically don't do it, but gagging while brushing your teeth.
When I'm brushing my tongue.
Yeah, I
That-
can't brush my tongue. Like I can't do it. I'll like as soon as it touches the tip of my tongue, I start gagging.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the worst gay guy ever.
Dude, it's horrible.
Listen, same. Because as soon as I start brushing my tongue, I
Oh,
get
yeah.
a few strokes, and I'm like, ugh, ugh. Yeah.
So I used to have a buddy. He was a roommate of mine that like I just figured I'd go to brush my tongue. It made me gag. I didn't like it. I would literally every morning hear him just in there for probably
Why did you
5.
say it like that?
What?
I hear it every morning. Just
No,
like
no,
that.
no. You're like, I did it once and I didn't like it. So like, listen, I tried sucking a dick. I didn't like it, so I'm not gonna do it anymore.
A very wise woman once
You don't
said.
know
Yeah.
unless you try it.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Yeah. How do you know that you don't want to suck a dick unless you suck a dick?
Touche. It's a mind bender.
Sorry, go on.
No, so I had a buddy. Every morning, you'd hear him in there for like 5 minutes straight, just like just gagging constantly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why are you so aggressive in there brushing your fucking teeth? Like, just don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, but he was like, as soon as the toothbrush entered his mouth, even if it wasn't touching his tongue, he would start gagging. So,
I think that's hysterical. I mean, because I do it, but mine's pretty like chill. Like I'm not, I don't know, annoying with it, I guess, if you will. But when I lived with Moldavort, you could hear it all the way downstairs because our bathroom was on the 2nd floor, and you can hear him go like a full on like that deep, that long, and I'm downstairs just laughing my ass off because he does it like 2 or 3 times every single time. Like Jess, when we first started dating, she came over, we were watching a movie, and then he was about to go to work or whatever, and she heard that, and she goes, "What the fuck was that?" And I go, "He's brushing his teeth."
So the kids calling it these days.
Yeah.
that sounds horrible.
Yeah. Hysterical, though.
One other thing I wanted to share with you that a buddy of mine told me that I was intrigued, but at the same time I was like, God, that's really weird. So we started talking about, I don't know, sex lives and stuff like that, and we're on this topic, and somebody had asked him, said something about masturbating,
Okay.
and he goes, "Oh yeah, but I can only do it in one scenario." We're like,
Go on.
"You have specifics? Like you got to get like a candle going?" He goes, "Oh no."
Yeah.
He goes, "I can only masturbate when my wife is next to me sleeping."
What?
Yeah. He's like,
So what do you do before he met his wife?
Yeah, I don't know.
This is a great question.
Yeah, I guess probably laid
Body
next,
pillow and just like a face of somebody.
Yeah.
sneaking into houses, laying next to people's wives.
Thou shalt not masturbate next to
He had
his
a-
wife.
He had a promise ring to himself.
right. I just was like, so like never, just like randomly. He goes, "Oh no, I'll plan it out." He goes, "If I get into the mood, I'll be like, all right, right around 10:30, 11 o'clock, she'll be sleeping." I go, "You just like full out, like right there, we're like shaking the bed and
Yeah,
and
that's
he's
those-
like, absolutely.
And she, I would assume, knows about this?
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure.
Why wouldn't you just ask her to have sex before she goes to bed?
I
It's a different story if you're like,
he's-
"Hey, babe, you want to fool around?" And she's like, "I have a headache."
Yeah, I think it's
Then you're like, fine, fall asleep so I can jerk off. Go to bed.
Go to bed.
Yeah.
Here,
Super horny.
here's your dinner and some sleeping pills.
Does this smell like chloroform to you?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That just seems awkward.
That is wild.
Yeah.
It's if Jess is gone, then I'll jerk off. I don't jerk off while she's in the house, because then I'll just be like, babe, let's bang.
Well, yeah, I think, like you said, what if she's got a headache, or you're just like, I mean, as you get older, you're just like, I don't want to do all the work. Right?
I mean, I get it. You're like, I just want to get off and then
you talk
take a nap.
Right. You know,
I get it.
3-4 minutes and just fucking clean up and go to bed.
I get it.
Otherwise, you got to try to be sexy and fucking whatever other shit that goes in foreplay.
Foreplay. Ugh.
Ugh.
Speaking of foreplay, and I already asked you, Tomboy, but I'm going to ask you again here. Is it okay if I ask you again?
Sure.
Okay. I didn't know if you wanted to keep this under wraps. And I don't know if maybe if I asked you too, I might have. But Jess and I had a debate recently, a couple days ago.
Was it a master debate?
Oh, in fact, it wasn't.
Okay.
She thinks it's weird that I like for her to sit on my face. And she's going to probably be really upset that I'm talking about this because her dad might listen to this.
Oh, shit.
I don't know.
Hello, Papa.
But the whole question was if you guys like girls sitting on your face or not. Do you like it if a girl sits on your face?
I don't know if it's that aggressive.
Well, no, it's not aggressive. Like, I'm not like, do it all the time. No, I'm just saying, like if you're just kind of, no, I'm just saying, no, if you guys are like fooling around and you're, whatever, and then the girl wants to crawl up and sit on your face for you to go down on her, are you into it? Or you're just like, I'd rather be you laying on your back and me going down on you.
Yeah, I mean, I'll explore pretty much anything sexually.
Well, do you
with
like
my
the
wife.
girl sitting on your face, or no?
I'm not against it.
Okay.
But the way you say it, like sit on my face, like
what am I supposed to say?
Like just like you
Going up
barely
on her?
breathe.
Is that better? Going up on her?
Let's get the appropriate terminology
Yeah.
here, Tony.
Yeah.
No, I don't have see any reason, no issues with that.
Okay.
Switch it up a little bit.
All right. Yeah, because like some friends I asked, some of them were like, I mean, I'll do it, but I don't know. I thought that was actually more of a common thing that dudes are like, yeah, sit on my face, dude. Like, come.
I'm sure it's pretty common.
I thought so, but I texted a handful of friends, and everybody that texted me was kind of like,
it's just like the Sopranos thing where they made fun of Junior for going down on his lady.
well, yeah, but those fucking old school Italians or whatever, they're like, I don't go down on chicks.
Yeah.
I never did. I
You
never did
never-
until I was married.
You didn't go down on
No,
girls?
I thought it was disgusting.
Oh, for real?
See?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think. I think there's a lot of people that think that way.
Well, it's
I didn't.
It's-
I love going down
Yeah,
on chicks.
I
dude.
do
I mean,
too.
I wouldn't on a one night stand because I'm like, I don't know where the fuck are you been.
right.
Like, you know.
right. That's
But like when I was
that's
seeing,
why you apologize
seeing a
for 3 pumps and or 6
Yeah.
pumps.
I don't lick my own fingers sometimes because I forget where they've been. I don't.
Oh,
know.
I lick my fingers, but I'm
Well,
eating food.
Maybe you should have your fingers.
But I
sit
wash
on
my
your
hands
face.
first. But if I'm like, all right, let's use wings for example. Okay. If I know I'm gonna eat wings, I go and wash my hands because I know I'm going to be licking the wing sauce off my fingers.
Got it.
Actually, I wash my hands before I eat anyways. But I'm just saying, like specifically because I know that my fingers are gonna be in my mouth, that I will wash my hands first.
There you go. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Do you want a high five?
Wash your
Thank-
hands first.
Yeah. I forget where we're going with this.
I just want to see you lick your fingers.
Mm.
You didn't wash them first, you dirty boy.
Actually, I did take a shower before you guys got here, so
How many waters did you catch?
2.
So now you have your goal of meeting 2.
Dude,
Yeah,
I'm gonna send you so many water pics.
yeah.
Just a bucket of water. It's like,
Yeah.
see how far I filled this up?
Let's see what else we got here. Do you feel weird when you have to say your name like out loud?
No.
Like it's different. Like obviously you're like, hey, I'm Tommy or I'm Justin. It's one thing,
Yeah.
but like, what if you meet somebody that also has your name?
Oh,
Does that feel weird to you?
I have a little bit at work. You know, there's another guy named Tom, and it's like, morning, Tom, because we just walk by each other.
Yeah.
It's a little weird, but okay.
It's kind of like a doctor. Do you have that issue? Like if you meet somebody else named Justin?
It is weird. It's weird, especially if you have to call them. 'Cause you'd be like, "Hey, Justin."
Yeah.
It's Justin.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my
It does
gosh, I've had
happen.
to do so many of those phone calls.
Right.
Hey, Tony, this is Tony.
Are you fucking with me? That's always feel
Do
the
you switch
response
up
is
to
going to be.
Anthony? Is that if that's what it is?
Well, no, it's Antonio.
Oh, Antonio?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get it
Yeah,
right or
I-
pay the price.
I tried to kind of like shorten mine, but I'm like, "Hi, this is Jew." How are you, Justin?
Stin.
Yeah.
This is just in time.
Just didn't like it.
Yeah, it feels weird sometimes when I meet other people with my name.
And having a name like Tom or Tony, I mean, those are fairly
Pretty common
common.
names.
Yeah.
Right. So-
Justin isn't
you
that
go to-
uncommon either.
yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's
Around
that
our age range,
90s, standard kind of name. I don't meet as many Toms or I meet a lot more Toms and Tonys and stuff like that. Like, you ever go to a party and there'll be
Oh.
like 6 of them?
Oh, my buddy's wedding. It was everybody was Mike or Tom, and then there was one guy named Matt. So it was like three Toms, 5 Mikes, and a Matt.
So many Mike.
Yeah. Well, it was like father and son were the same first last name. You know, it wasn't a junior, but it was like,
I
the whole
hate
family
that.
was like Michael. And
I
his,
hate that.
his son's now name is Michael.
I hate that. I hate that. I hate people that name their kids after themselves.
So no, Antonio.
No, I was named after my grandfather.
Okay,
My dad's name's Sal.
gotcha.
But yeah, I would never, if I had kids, I would never name them after myself.
Yeah.
I think it's a fucking bullshit thing to do.
Not original.
No, yeah, come up with something really cool.
You find yourself still acting very like kid-like? You do anything like that where you're like, this is really immature, but
Yeah, you
like
don't
it.
care. Yeah.
I like it.
I mean, I feel I probably do. I have a very childlike imagination, as you know. Give me an example.
Well, I know that we have similar, like the types of jokes that we tell and things like that. That are, I'm very immature when it comes to that stuff.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Like it's. Do you find like I mean, in what I do, I'm almost 2 different people every day. Like at work, I'm very precise and
Business.
on time and
Yeah.
very businesslike. And then as soon as I leave, I'm like, fuck shit, tech, and whatever I want to say and do. But like even just dumb things. Like today, I was walking my dogs and stuff, and it's everything's pretty icy up here right now, and just like running and sliding on the ice and doing stuff. Every time I see ice, it's gonna happen.
I'm into it. Like even like last night, like we got that rain snow. Like Jess and I like walked down to the bar, and it was one of those things. Like I didn't last night for the first time in a long time, but I thought about it a bunch of times because we were walking down we were walking through this like parking lot for the apartment buildings down there. So like where the area where like the cars are going back and forth, that whole thing was coated and it's downhill, and I was like, I want to fucking run and slide all the way down this thing.
Oh yeah.
I didn't last night though.
Were you worried about getting hurt?
Yeah.
So,
And that crossed my mind. Yeah.
the funny thing is that we were outside a bar not too long ago, a couple of buddies, and my one buddy, he kind of walked out the door and kind of slipped and then caught himself. And he turns back, he goes, in our, where we're at in our life now, do you feel like something like that when you do it? My immediate reaction is, holy fuck, I'm like an athlete. Just to be able to catch himself.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, Brady, you're doing a great fucking job there, bud. Like, I can stand on both feet.
I'm also an athlete.
Right. And then I took off running and sliding. He was like, holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. As far as sense of humor, jokes, I think that's the immature part for sure.
Especially if you're hanging around with people like you used to hang out with when we were younger or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, different crews, different jokes for the most part. But like, The same thing. I mean, it's usually across the board. It's the same for me, but like, yeah, sometimes certain people. It's like, oh yeah, just go back to where you were when we were whatever age.
Mm-hmm. And it's those things too. Is like sometimes when you first meet people, like Justin, for example. How long have we known each other? Do you think?
Oh, probably at least 12 years, somewhere around there.
Somewhere, give or take. Yeah, I'd
10,
say
12 years.
somewhere in there.
Maybe closer to 14. I think I met you through Blake.
Yeah. Yes, we
And,
definitely
we
met through
started
him.
playing handball and doing all that stuff. And
Yeah, but
that was right around the time I met Lauren.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's probably right around 12 to 14 years.
And it was one of those things when I met you, like the jokes were just ripping like this immediately, and I was like, we could be best friends. You know, it was like one of those things like somebody, you meet somebody, and you're like, it's just so fucking natural, and you're like, we're gonna be best friends forever, and we are. Right?
Yeah.
You're my BFF?
It's just so funny. Even the other night, we were sitting there talking, and I was saying, just like, you get into those moods where you're almost giddy and very immature.
Yeah.
And you start saying things. And I know when I'm around certain people, I start doing that, and they're like, okay.
Yeah, good one.
And you'll just laugh, and I'm like, you just fucking get me.
yeah.
I'm going to say a lot of dumb things.
You're right. It's awesome when you have that, and here's also a really good example, and I don't remember if I've talked about this on the show or not. Jason. Okay. The first time
Using last names now. Okay.
just so you know who I'm talking about.
Look him up.
Yeah. The first time I met him, I was dating this girl at the time, and we went down to the 5 because her friend was there hanging out. So we get there, and Jason's apparently friends with her friends, and they're playing shuffleboard. So we're like, hey, yo, we're going to get on this next game. So when we get down, it's finally our turn. I'm standing next to Jason, and we're, playing against each other. And as I'm, like, throwing the pucks down, he's fucking slamming these fucking pucks, wailing them down the board. And they're fucking flying off. They're falling on the floor or whatever. And he's, like, plenty toasted. And we do our turn, and we're waiting for them. He walks off and starts talking to this other guy. The owner comes by and puts his hand on my shoulder and goes, hey, man, this is an easygoing game. You don't have to throw the pucks that hard. And I go, oh, no, that wasn't me. It's that guy over there. And he goes, that guy. And I go, yeah. I just met this guy like 10 minutes ago. That's the guy that's fucking throwing the pucks, not me. I come here all the time. Don't fucking kick me out of here. So he fucking walks over there, same thing, puts his hand on his shoulder and goes, hey, bud, this is an easygoing game. You don't have to throw the pucks that hard. He goes, oh, it's cool, man. I'll just suck your dick later. And he goes, what? And he goes, it's cool, dude. Don't worry about it. I'll just suck your dick later. And I'm fucking dying laughing. And then the owner turns and looks at me, and I go, I don't know. And then he fucking walks away. I'm dying laughing. And I run over and go, do you know what you just did? He goes, no. And I go, you just told the owner of the bar you're going to suck his dick later. It's like, that's the owner of the bar? And I was like, yes, absolutely.
Well, looks like his first bar on his dick's going to get sucked tonight.
Yeah. He's like, no wonder why this guy probably fucking hates me. He's like, I was just here last week, and some shitty fucking song was playing, and I turn around and go, who the fuck is playing this shitty music? Here's the fucking owner at the Touch Tunes box, and he turns around and he's like, God damn it. I was like, oh, we're going to be friends forever, dude. I love this. I don't know you, but I love the way you think. This is awesome.
Nice. You know that owner had practiced telling people not to throw those pucks.
Probably.
It was very precise. Said it to you, said the same thing to him, and he's like, I did not plan for this response.
Yeah. Well, now, I'm just going to guess because of him, on that one side, they put like a guard up, which I think you probably know, right? There's like a little guard that sticks up. It's not, which I fucking hate because I like to like bow into it, and
Get
toss
low.
it down. Yeah,
Yeah.
get low. Yeah, and I hate that fucking thing being in the way.
Yeah.
But they probably put it up because of Jason.
Well, did he suck his dick or not?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, you left out the best part of the story. I mean, leave us hanging.
What's he saying, Mallrats? When he's asking, when we talking about his uncle jerking off in the plane.
Did he come or not?
Yeah, he's like, did he come or not? He's like, do some things you just don't ask.
So
Yeah.
going back to being childish, my whole family hates it. And it's all the time. Like they live in fear at my house all day, every day. I am constantly hiding behind things. and jump scaring everybody in my
Oh,
house.
Oh, God.
Even my dogs. My dogs will come around the corner and I'll scare them. And I eventually I will die.
I do like
It
doing
was
that to
probably
Taco.
my wife.
I do like doing that to Taco sometimes.
I do it. Yeah, I do it to everybody. Everybody. I get so much joy out of it.
It's
So
the
much
little
joy.
things.
Right. Right. Don't fall asleep. Keep an eye open.
Otherwise, I'm going to masturbate next to you.
That should be a T-shirt.
Don't fall asleep next to me.
Don't fall
And then-
asleep.
So
I'll
we know
masturbate next
that
to you.
wasn't me. Okay.
Yeah, sure, it was your
Buddy.
friend. Yeah. Finger quotes. So I have this friend.
You don't have
Not
to do the
me.
finger
It's
quotes.
a friend. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm constantly, pranking and doing all that stuff. I enjoy that very much. At the detriment of my entire family.
Yeah. I don't do like the jump scares anymore.
I feel like Jess would sock you in the face.
Oh, she would be so mad. If I jump scared her all the time, she would be livid.
Mhm.
I do fake
Livid.
jump scares during like horror movies or like suspense, like when a movie's getting suspense. Like
Oh, yeah,
I'll just
yeah.
grab the arm, grab the leg, it's like fucking knock it off. It's like the jump scare before the jump
Yeah.
scare.
When we first started dating, I did do that to her. We
Oh,
were
yeah.
watching like a horror film
Especially
and same
something
thing.
I know. It's like
Yeah, oh yeah, because like I've seen it, but she hasn't.
Mhm.
And same situation where it's getting really suspenseful and it's really building up, and then I just scream at a very high pitched level, and she fucking screams and jumps, and then I start laughing, and then the scary part happens. Yeah. A little spit on the mic.
Save it for later.
Yeah. Hello, Clarice. What about do you guys ever rehearse like arguments in your head?
All the time.
But the arguments
All the
like
fucking
never
time.
happens. Like never happens. You just
all the time.
fake this scenario in your head. You're like, oh, man, if this person starts a fight with me, this is probably how it's gonna go down.
Yeah.
And you rehearse the entire argument in your head, but the argument never happens.
All
Oh,
the
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
So not even rehearsing, completely fabricating.
Yeah, fabricating. That's a better word. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes that's all I'm doing in the shower. Sometimes it's like having full-blown conversations.
God,
This,
the shower is
yeah.
so diverse. I did not know all the activities you could do.
Yeah.
Going back to the road rage, I do that very often. And the worst part is that at the end of this, like I see it out, I'm like, I fucking cut them off. They're on the side of the road. They don't have a gun. And then we fist fight, and I beat the shit
You
out
always have to win.
And then they wake up the next day and they go, I'll never fucking change lanes without a blinker again. And then I'm driving and I'm like, this person's been miles away from me for the last 20 minutes I've been going through this.
But still,
And
fuck them.
I bet they didn't fucking think about this at all.
Oh no.
And then it pisses me off more. I'm like, these cocksuckers are just driving around nonchalant. They don't give a fuck.
They do not give a fuck.
Yeah, I do
They
that
give
all the time.
zero
I do that all
fucks.
the time. And then a lot of times, too, then I'll start laughing because I start laughing. I'm like, this just went on a fucking wild tangent.
Oh yeah.
You went through that in your head. Like, so I go to some dark places sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, that you end up in prison for that. Like,
And
what?
you've also just zoned out the last 10
yeah.
minutes while you're
Where the
driving.
fuck am I?
Yeah. Like, wait, what exit is this?
I better switch without my blinker. Cut everybody off. To get
And
to
the cycle
exit.
continues.
Right. And the next
And then
guy.
the guy behind you.
That motherfucker.
This would actually be a really good bit, actually.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
We should shoot that. That's a good bit.
I'm never going to think about that the same. That's phenomenal.
That's hilarious. I've definitely done that, like, especially like younger days, like even when I was like, I don't know, like 18, 19, when I was like working for like Hollywood Video. Actually, I was probably doing that earlier, but just like whatever job, just doing something useless or like not useless, but like
Daydreaming. Kind of.
yeah, you're just kind of just whatever, like you're stocking something up,
Just
right?
monotonous.
Yeah. And I would do that same fucking thing, and I would just fucking just be like, have this whole argument going on in my head, and then it just never happens.
Yeah. And doing monotonous jobs, I think that,
It's easy
to
to
let
do.
the imagination run.
Yeah.
So I did door-to-door sales And I think a very common one amongst the group of the people that would do that was everybody would daydream about, and then you'd always, well, what if? Was catching the super hot wife or chick at the door.
Oh, yeah.
And then her pulling you into the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh, let's come in and bang you.
Never happened. Never happened. You get the one hot chick and you're like, oh God, this could be it.
Yeah.
This could be it. And then she slammed the door in your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fuck? What are you doing on my
I'm not
property?
gonna sleep with some fucking door-to-door sales guy.
My husband pleases me very well, thank you. Bye.
I have morals.
The problem I get with having a conversation in your own head about like stuff like that is sometimes I'll read a text message, like especially at work or whatever. I'm like busy and like, all right, it's that. I'm responding to the text message in my head, and then I never respond to the actual text message.
Oh, okay.
It gets me in trouble sometimes. Like,
Oh, yeah.
dude, I didn't hear from you for 4 hours. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't send that text. Fuck.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I've had a whole conversation in my head about it.
Just forgot to tell everybody
Yeah.
else.
Yeah, for nobody else participated.
So that's a funny thing, which drives me crazy too. Is so do you have unread texts or emails in your phone? If you open your phone right now, how many unread texts and unread emails?
Text 0.
I'm OCD about text.
Emails, yeah, they're unread, but it's just like,
Junk mail.
yeah, it's just shit from like my insurance receipt or it's something off of Steam,
So it bothers me so much. Like I am probably the perfect mark for every little notification that comes on a phone. Because if it pops up,
Gross.
I have to see what it is.
I started deleting apps because it's like,
Oh yeah,
you're giving me too many notifications all the time, and it's all
They could
useless.
shut those off.
I've deleted.
Nah.
I've deleted.
Snapchat is like really hard to shut off.
I do
I
get.
just turned off all notifications on that one. I was like, sorry,
Yeah.
if you send me something, just text me.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Text me the snap.
text me that you sent me.
So it's so bad to where even in my email, like you said, you get all that junk mail. So 2 things I do. I'd be curious if other people do this. I will go through, and I can't just send them to spam. I will go through. I'll spend hours, usually at night, laying in bed, unsubscribing
I've done
from
that.
shitty emails. And then they send me another one fucking 8 minutes later. I'm like, you motherfuckers. So I will do that. It's gotten so bad to where, because I had one email. I had that for probably 15 years. It got so bad, and I'm like, I can't keep up with this. But I can't know that there's all these unread emails. I deactivated and deleted the email and started a new email. Just so I would stop getting
I did the same-
these
I did the same
fucking
thing years ago,
emails.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, this is like 20 years ago I did that. But like, it was like also like, I was like, yeah, I kind of need a professional email too with like my first last name
Yeah.
on there versus like just a nickname or whatever.
Yeah. How long ago did you actually make a professional email for yourself? At like what age?
Oh, I made one very young.
Oh, really?
1920, yeah.
Oh no, not me. I made like a professional one probably like late 20s.
Okay, they're gonna say like
Like
1:30
a week
today.
ago.
Note to self, making a professional email.
Yeah. No,
Wait,
probably-
what's the professional email?
Well, it's my last name, first name.
Little baby D's at gmail.com.
Show me them titties at gmail.com.
So that just, I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. So that reminds me of something. So me and my wife, when we first got together, we were in our early 20s. And we got our first place together, like this little condo.
Okay.
And I remember setting up the Wi-Fi. And I set up the Wi-Fi password. And it was, I think it was big ass titties was the password. Well, the internet went down one day. And so I called Spectrum customer service. And the guy goes, well, let me try to access the router. He goes, but I'm going to need the password. And I look at my wife. She looks at me and she goes, what? And I go, the password is big
Don't
ass
judge me.
titties with a Z. And she goes, you have to fucking change that. She still tells that story.
So it's big ass titties with a Z.
With a
2.
Z.
Oh, sorry, 3. You're
no,
not.
it's,
You're not.
Yeah, I'm
3
good.
Z's. Please.
And then the number 3 at the end.
No, sir, we're gonna change that. We apologize.
No, listen, my wife just yelled at me. As soon as I'm done with this phone call, I'm going to change it.
No, it was her idea.
Listen, I told her this
That's
is we shouldn't have this, but it was this. She insisted. So happy wife, happy life. We had to show them titties as the password. So or big ass titties. This is all her idea. Okay, boys, we're coming down to our ends here. Before we do go, I was checking out the stats just this morning, just kind of taking a look. So we are still banging in 28 countries, and we're in 353 cities, so that's sick.
Oh, yeah.
The funny thing to me is that I don't know how long ago it was, like a couple months ago, and because it tells you every country that we're in, right, and how many listeners are there. And we had Singapore, right, and I don't remember what episode that was. I was like, oh, we have like 30 people in Singapore that are listening to us. I was like, that's wild, but amazing. I looked at it this morning. How many people do you think it's gone up to?
32.
133.
Fuck yeah.
We have
Nice.
133
We're huge in
people
Singapore.
in Singapore that are listening to us.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
That is amazing. That rules.
World tour. Singapore.
Yeah, dude. So all 100
huge in Singapore.
all 133 Singaporeans, is that the right way?
Sure.
Thank you. That's huge. That rules.
Yeah, it's sweet.
133 people in Singapore. So if you're in Singapore right now and you're listening to this, thank you.
Come Kai. I don't know if that's a real word.
Come guy.
Kampai is cheers in Japan.
Oh, maybe it was Kampai. Yeah. Sorry, Singaporean.
Yeah, wrong place.
What do they speak in Singapore?
I don't know. Tomboy, you want to look that up? He's like, yeah,
I'm on it.
yeah, I'm on it. Yep. In the meantime, while he does that, thank you guys for listening. Send us a text. Tell us some like weird shit that you do that probably other people do. Or, you know what? Let us know what you do in the shower. Shoot us a text. Leave us a voicemail.
Send
440. Yeah, you can send pictures.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
440-363.
0121.
Nice. Yeah, you can send photos if you want to. If you are out of the country, like all of you Singaporeans, and I see you also in the UK, Spain, we're in Russia, Canada, Japan, Ireland, Australia, Germany, Israel, Ukraine. Listen, they have a war going on, so they got nothing but time, I guess. France, Netherlands, New Zealand, Brazil, Philippines, India, Algeria, Mexico, Luxembourg, Czechoslovakia, South Korea, Finland, Norway, Indonesia, Turkey. Send us a fucking email. We'll translate it.
Yeah.
pizzabagelsPod@gmail.com.
Our official professional email.
That's our professional email, yeah. It's not big ass titties.
3
ZZZ.
That's the password. Don't give it away.
Yeah, if you're out of the country and you're listening, send us an email, pizzabagelsPod@gmail.com. Same thing. Send us an email. We'll talk about it.
Or hit us up on socials.
Yeah, we're on the same thing, at
Pretty much
pizzabagelsPod and all the social medias and all listening platforms. Please don't forget to subscribe. Share. Hit that subscribe button.
Hit that
Justin,
like button.
What should they do?
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. How do you say it in Spanish?
Dos likes, subscribos.
Okay. Perfect.
That's not real. I don't
Subscribe
know
to
anybody
the podcast
who speaks
show.
real Spanish.
Spanglish.
My mother-in-law would be just disgusted right now. She's a Spanish teacher.
We'll make sure that we send her this episode.
Yes.
You mean C. 440-363.
0121.
Nice. Thanks for listening, guys. We will see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Pizza bagels with Tony and friends. Oh, pizza bagels. That's the name of this podcast. Pizza bagels.
So we usually play this game with all the guests we've been having on. It's called Florida Man. I don't know if you are familiar with Florida Man at all. It's
So you've been listening to some of the episodes. I don't know if you realize, but we do Easter eggs like this after the outro.
So we always ask the guests like what their birthday is because every day there's a headline from like it'll say Florida Man does something awesome or stupid, and it's always hilarious, and it works for every day of the year. So what is your birthday?
Just month and date?
Just month and day is fine.
Yeah.
January 21st.
1937.
38.
Oh, sorry. But 38's even. It's not odd.
Imagine what I have to live with.
Florida man known as Monkey Whisperer arrested for illegally selling primates.
Oh. So this guy is just selling fucking monkeys in Florida?
Yeah, but he's a monkey whisperer.
Oh, obviously.
I wasn't selling them. They were tradables.
That's a pretty good one.
Florida man sentenced to life in prison for sex trafficking nearly a dozen
Primates.
Yeah, I was just supposed to say.
women. Nah, that's funny.
No, that's not funny at all.
Monkey whisperer. So monkeys popping up.
A lot of monkeys in Florida. Apparently.
Let's see. Oh, Florida man busted after tantrum about bacon.
About bacon?
Yeah.
Wasn't crispy enough.
Is there details in there? What's the issue with the bacon? I want to know.
Yelling. He got arrested after yelling expletives at the staff about the bacon, how the bacon was cooked.
Told you.
Yeah, but
You
was
better
it?
cook the bacon fucking right, is what.
You better cook the bacon fucking right.
Yeah.
I'm not
Especially
leaving
it's
a
my
tip.
fucking
It's
birthday.
disorderly intoxication and resisting arrest. And intent to do violence over bacon.
I'll fucking choke you with that sloppy bacon.
Okay, here we go. Florida man destroys bus door when he dropped off at Disney World. He wanted to visit SeaWorld.
Wait, what? Say that again?
He got dropped off at Disney World, but
Okay.
he wanted to go to SeaWorld,
Oh.
and he destroyed the bus door.
People have it hard out there.
Florida people are. That's a different kind of animal.
Yeah.
Have you ever driven down there? in
I've never even
Orlando?
been to Florida.
You've never
Oh,
been
get
to
the
Florida?
No, never.
Wow.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing down there.
Sightseeing. It's worth a watch. Tell
Yeah,
me.
people watching. It sounds like
The
it.
driving is horrendous.
I can only imagine.
Horrendous. You just have so many different people from so many different walks of life down there
Oh yeah.
that they all drive so differently.
If you guys get old, like you and Lauren.
Do we get old?
No, so if you like when you guys get old,
Okay.
would you?
If you.
Yeah, if you get old.
We're not doing that.
Yeah. When you get old, would you guys move down to Florida for the old people like orgy thing?
Is that a
Oh,
thing?
yes. That is the thing.
Yeah, it's a yeah. There's like a whole community of old people. They're all swingers.
And they
They
use
use
loofahs.
Loofahs, like that one right there. They use loofahs. They hang them off their cars and shit. They don't use the pineapple, the upside down pineapple anymore.
Ah.
They use loofahs now, and each one has a different color and it has a different meaning.
Gotcha. No.
So like blue is like,
I'm open, or
yeah, I'm into being a swinger, but I'm new at it. Like a yellow means like I want to be the cuck. Like the black one's like I just want to watch.
What's the sit on my face one that you use?
It's purple.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
There's
How did you
12
know?
purple loofahs in your house.
Why do we keep giving my purple loofahs, Tony?
Sit on my face.
And on that note,
And we're out. Bye, guys.
Bye.